We get my first guest out. He's an amazing comic. He's the self-styled mouth of the South, the one and only Rob Beckett, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much. I'm styling. I want you to do that.
It's great to have you back on the show, Rob.
Thank you for having me.
It's really good. Now, Rob, at the moment, if you're watching BBC One, he's hosting a show which is going super well for you. It's called All Together Now.
Yes.
BBC One, Saturday night, it's at 7:05. The big final next Saturday.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it, it's a kind of competition with a difference, isn't it?
It's all like a game show, talent show. So there's £50,000 for the winner that will be happening next Saturday. And people come out and sing. They've all done the heats. This is the final now, so it's the best of the best. And it's different because there's 100 judges.
Yeah.
If they like to sing and they stand up and sing along, where traditionally it's more like 3 or 4 judges and a public vote. But we haven't got the public vote. At the moment, I don't think they're not doing great things, are they? Public votes. It's sort of quiet. Yeah. Whenever there's a public vote involved, it's always a bit tetchy. So we've gone for 100 and let them decide. So
they don't even like saying the word vote anymore, do they?
Exactly.
There's one regular. I mean, they change a little bit, don't they?
Yeah.
But you have one in the 100 who are there, and that's Jerry.
Yes.
From the Spice Girls. Jerry Horner.
Jerry Horner.
OK. Jerry Halliwell she used to be, didn't she?
Jerry Halliwell, now Horner.
Yeah, now Horner.
Always Ginger Spice, though.
Yeah, Ginger Spice you can stick with.
Yeah, that'll never go. But yeah, she's amazing to work with. I mean, like, for me, though, it's weird because, like, I remember I was at primary school when they were huge, but I said that to her when we first met, and I regretted it immediately.
I mean, what did you actually say?
I remember when your album came out when I was in year 5. Oh, God. But yeah, so I'm at the flight. She's like an icon, isn't it? And like, with the Spice Girls reunion, it's like a massive moment, isn't it? Yeah. For the summer coming up.
Well, do you get to hang out with them much? Do you spend much time with them?
Well, yeah, we film up in Manchester over like 2 or 3 week period, and we're there all day, and it's just really surreal. Because they were getting back together, they were sorting out the reunion while we were filming.
And did you know about it? Did you know that was going on?
It was odd. Every time I walked past her, she was on FaceTime with the Spice Girls. I felt like I was in a cheese dream. That, just like, I'm at work with Ginger Spice and she's on FaceTime with the Spice Girls. So it was, very surreal. But, yeah, she's amazing. And they love her, though. The 100 are obsessed with her.
Who was your favourite Spice Girl?
Well, my favourite Spice Girl was Baby Spice.
Wow, and did you tell Jerry that?
Not when we first met.
No.
So I wanted to get the job.
So, so did you say you were always my favourite?
Yeah. No, she asked who was your favourite, and I was like, you, obviously. What'd you say?
Yeah. She actually asked you?
Well, she was like, oh, no, she didn't say like that, but like, we were in interviews and the people interviewing us were going, who's your favourite Spice Girl? I was like, yeah, it's Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
She was second, though, but Baby, like, you've got to stick with blondes, haven't you? You've got to stick together. There's not many of us left.
Yeah.
Blondes are always... We're always depicted as evil.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Game of Thrones. They're all shagging each other.
Yeah. OK, so
they're always the baddie or evil ones. Yeah. Any film.
You do look...
Ivan Drago in Rocky, baddie.
Yeah. There is a look about you of someone who would, I mean,
Do what?
Well, you've got a look about you like something's not quite right. I don't know whether You know what I mean, though? I don't mean that unkindly. I mean...
Well, that's just what happens, right? So, because All Together now, it's like a family show. I'll get all different ages of people coming up to me.
So a whole new fan base?
A whole new fan base. Yeah. So there'll be, like, the selfie situation's ridiculous, because you either get teenagers that go, boom, have a quick selfie, or you get, like, nans that, the leather case brigade. And then they get this massive leather case, like, opening up like that, and then it's flapping over the camera, and you're there at an hour. But then sometimes you get, like a mum or dad with their baby, like a toddler, and they go, oh, look, it's the man of to tell you, the one with the weird face and the big teeth. The silly face man. And you're standing there going, I am here.
I mean, I really love watching the show because, I mean, you keep it really going, but it must be exhausting because the set is, if you said it, is it 10 floors of people? It's
a lot of steps.
It's a lot of steps. You're one out
Yeah, that's it. There's
okay.
what, so...
Oh, so it's like 5 levels.
5 or 6, 5 or 6 levels of it. Yeah. And it's tiring. I've had to join a gym because I've always been fat. And I've just got to sort it out because I went to the gym to sort it out, and there's ways like they always give you like a bloke with like this statuesque body to talk you through it. It's like, what is it you want from the gym? And I went, I'll be honest with you, mate. Can we just swap heads? That'll do me. But this was a moment I knew I had to lose a little bit of weight. I was on holiday with my wife, went to Slovenia, Lake Bled. I don't know if you've been. It's beautiful. No. Oh, a couple of fans. Oh yeah. Actually, more claps for Lake Bled than all together now. But I'll let it go. It's been around longer, fair play to it. It's this beautiful lake in the middle of Slovenia. Yeah. Mountains all around the edge, and this lovely little island in the middle with a little white church, and it's beautiful, romantic. My wife was sunbathing on this pontoon in the lake, and there's a Slovenian family on it and her there, and then I'm having a swim in the lake. and I think to myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swim up to that pontoon and get on it. I don't know where this confidence has come from. I think mainly because I wasn't really sure what a pontoon was. I just knew my wife was on it, and that's where I was headed. Because I struggle getting out of a pool on holiday sometimes. Do you ever do that? You're in the deep end, and there's steps up there, and you think, I'm not swimming to the steps like some sort of nerd.
Trying to pull yourself...
Oh, you get stuck in no man's land, don't you? You're stuck up like that. And nothing stops poolside chatter quick. But a fat man stuck. You know that? Everyone's looking, and you've got two options. Option one, you just flop on your front and drag yourself out like a sad little slug.
Like a merman.
Yeah, a little merman like that. Or the worst is sliding back in. Oh. You just slide, and then you sort of present your belly, and then you scrape it, and then you just present your breasts on a little platter. And I'm heavy of nipple, as you well know.
Well, that's the thing.
Big Jaffa Cake nips. He looks like two wombles aching over the end. So I'm in the lake, and I'm like, right, I've got to get on the pontoon. So I swim up to it, and I thought, just be confident in yourself, right? And as I do it, I jump on it like that to go. My wife nearly fucks off that way.
Wow.
And ends up over a mountain.
Wow.
I panic, jump off. The Slovenians nearly go that way. But I've committed, so I'm trying to get on. I'm wiggling on. My belly's glistening. It's horrible. And
it sounds magnificent.
Eventually, I get on, and I'm all out of breath, and I flop like that. And my wife's giggling, and I can hear the Slovenians talking about me, and it's horrible when someone talks about you in another language, and you're just laying there, and they're going... And I'm like, yeah, laugh it up. And then I hear... Walrus. Like, what?
Wow, that's harsh. That's harsh. You don't deserve that.
No, I was like, no way. They can't have called me. I went back to the hotel to Google it. Open it meant big dick legend in Slovenia.
Same word.
Means walrus.
Same word.
To this day, it's the only bit of Slovenian I know.
Yeah. That's all you need to know, though. Really,
walrus.
Yeah. Before we could carry on talking all night, because I love listening to each other, but I want to ask you about the show you're doing with Romesh. It's a show that Rob Beckett does with a genuine friend of yours, Romesh Ranganathan.
Yes, yeah.
It's called Rob and Romesh Versus. It's on Sky One. I think this series has ended, but you can probably still watch it. I loved it. I even phoned you up, didn't I? Just to say,
you rang me.
I love this show. It's so funny. Tell me the premise. How did that come about? What's the idea behind each episode?
Well, so me and Romesh have wanted to do a show together for years. We've like really good friends, and we did a show promoting the Anthony Joshua fight against Klitschko. I was just showing... They wanted to show Sky about someone who loved boxing, showing someone who didn't know about it.
And you're the boxing fan.
I was a boxing fan, so I showed Romesh around it, and then they liked it, and it did sort of well with ratings. So they said, well, let's do another series, but you meet different people. So we met Usain Bolt, Shania Twain, we did one about fashion, NFL, and we went to all these amazing places and interviewed these megastars.
I mean, it sounds, though... I mean, I know filming is obviously works, but it sounds like the closest thing you can have to having... it not being work, to actually just having a good time. Yeah,
I mean, we were worried, though. We didn't want people to think we was just, like, having a holiday. That's what we did was, which I sort of regret now, is they made us do a challenge at the end of it that ultimately would ruin any part of a holiday.
Well, my favourite moment of the series has got to be when you did the male modelling.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to show a clip of this, because the first clip, when Rob did it, and I know you were both joking around thinking, oh, and the photographer is a very nice guy. I think his name
Nicky
is
Johnston.
Nicky.
Lovely guy.
Really sweet guy. And he's been very supportive. But he took a photograph of Rob, and Rob looks amazing. He looks like a proper handsome male model. And you were surprised, so was Romesh, weren't you? Have a look at this. This is the... I'll show you another clip in a minute, but look at this first. I mean, that is amazing. So you look great there.
Yeah.
I mean, you were surprised as well.
Very surprised. I think keeping my mouth shut's a good approach.
Yeah. And you gave the look. You had that kind of sort of like mean glare.
I don't know what happened. I just sort of got possessed by it.
But then
Gandhi.
Then the show got
David
better
Gandhi, not Mahatma. Great guy, but not a model, was he?
And then you tried to... They asked you to replicate a famous David Gandhi poster, which has David Gandhi topless in, like, very tight-fitting white trunks. He looks amazing, and it's with this beautiful young woman who's in a white bikini. She looks amazing. And so they got you and Romesh in pants. And that's all to sort of cuddle each other.
I mean, we really didn't want to do this. Me and Romesh were in a toilet in the middle of London, getting all naked, putting these little pants on. And we was just like, I don't want to do it. I went, I don't either. And then he went, do you reckon it'll be funny? I went, yeah, that's not the problem. It'll definitely be funny. We thought, well, you know, we're comics. If it's funny, we've got to do it.
Well,
so
then,
we committed.
Mission accomplished. And you're doing more. I guess you'll be doing another series.
Yeah, I think we're going to do some more. We just need to fit it all in. But
one of my favourites is TV. Rob, you know, I've always liked seeing you as a comedian. I love seeing you on TV, and you're a star already, but I think you're going to be, in the next few years, we're going to see Rob be one of the biggest stars on British TV, ladies and gentlemen. He's just that funny. Rob Beckett, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Cheers,
Thank you.
His girlfriend's very middle class as well. Like, she used to be upper class, but we're together now. That's how it works.